This mix is brought to you by DJ Autism.
15 and delay.
DJ
And then
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome to some Gran Turismo 7 for today's video, and I want to try and do something that I used to do when I was a kid, playing GT5 and GT6. These are some of the things that I really love doing in those games. That was go and take some random car that I've just built and put it on Scuba and try to do a serious lap. I used to do this with a lot of cars. I used to test out cars there. I used to do time trials there and all that sort of stuff. It was honestly one of the most fun things ever. It's a small track with a mixture of corners. I think I mentioned this in one of the previous videos. And I was like, surely I have to make a video on this. Like, it's just way too much fun to do this and like not make a video on it. Like, kind of revisit what, like I said, what I used to do when I was a kid. But do it now in Gran Turismo 7. I was still doing it in Gran Turismo 7 as well. When this game came out, I was hammering it on that track. Like, just putting times down. So in today's video, I'm going to do that. I have a bunch of different cars in this game now, all built to race and do loads of specific things on the Nordschleife mostly, but I think I want to try and take some of them around the Scuba track, the small little track, and then try and see how well they can perform. How can we actually drive those on that track? We'll start off with the GT3 RS. This is probably one of my favorite cars in this game because it absolutely screams as we're driving it around, and yeah, it should be a fun car to try and throw around this track. It has way too much power. Most of these cars, if not all of these cars, will have the basically like slick tires on them, so it's not really something that's a negotiable thing. It's just whatever's on the cars, I'm just gonna use. Let's see some of the times that I have on this track, because I think some of them are gonna be ridiculous. GR Yaris First Edition is the fastest that I've brought around this track so far, with a 59.6. That's pretty cool, pretty good. You can see I don't really have that many. I even brought the Renault Kangoo on the track. Did you guys see that? I brought it around this track and I did a 101 with it. Oh god, that was a fun one. My Mark 1 GTI I always thought was one of the fastest ones. The Gran Turismo Racing Kart as well, also really fast. Alright, we have, like I said, a bunch of cars to test out on this track, so I'm gonna try and hammer it around this track to see what it's like. Okay. Started braking way too early with the GT3 RS. Traction control is on because this thing has like 600 plus horsepower on a tiny little track like this. I'm braking too late and I'm braking too harsh. I think that's my deal here. Oh man, this thing squeals. So satisfying. Well, this absolutely obliterated every other time that I've had on this track with that horrific run there. Yeah, I don't know why the braking, like, thing for this car just seems very late. Feels like I should be braking a lot later. Oh, sorry, see what I mean? Like, a lot earlier. If you wait for it to actually brake when it tells you to brake, then you're gonna be braking way too late, so I'll try to do one more run with it, and then we'll swap over to a different car, just to test out something else. I'll try and play with some of the cars that I haven't actually brought on this track yet, so I won't bring out like the Mark 1 Golf or whatever, even though that thing is an absolute monster of a car. This thing obliterated that lap time though. It's so much faster. Alright, let's try it again. I can see my white car ghost in my mirror. Tiny bit of understeer there, but that's okay. Right, just ever so slightly wider. Like I said, this thing have a 600 plus horsepower. Also rev it to 10,000 RPM, over 10,000 RPM. It's ridiculous. So traction control I feel like is needed. With much lighter cars and much smaller cars, then definitely not, but... It's 54.5. This thing's so fast. Oh my god, it's fast. Let's have a look at the replay. We'll go on the... How do I change it? We'll go to the next lap. We'll go to the final lap here. This is the one. Most accurate one as well. Still a bit wide. Yeah, I can still drive a lot more precise. Again, these cars were built for Nürburgring, by the way. For the Nordschleife, so... You'll be able to see that, especially with their gear setup and everything. Like, their top speed is going to be a lot higher than normal, so ideally what I should be doing is I should retune all my cars. But I can't be bothered to do that. I forgot about DRS with this car! I forgot, I could go even faster with it, with DRS on the straight here. I completely forgot about it. I can use DRS with it. And I can open up the little wing flap. Yeah, seriously fast car though. Like, I definitely didn't expect this thing to be a slouch, but I didn't expect it to beat it by that much. Alright, cool. Well, it's like over 5 seconds faster than GTR RS. Let's try something else. Let's try a different car. We'll try like 3 or 4 different cars for this run. Alright, this is another one of my favorite cars, the E36 M3 that I have here. There's actually 2 BMWs that I kind of want to try out. This one. Actually, you know what? I'll leave the other one out because I've done videos on it in the past. Like, I think I've driven it quite a bunch. But this one, I don't think I have done any sort of like crazy videos on. I have, I think, just built it for myself. So I'll keep this one in, but I won't include the other one. I do have an E46 that's also really, really good on the track. But this one, I really, really enjoy driving. The E36, for whatever reason, in this game, super, super fun car to throw around on the track. It's really, really good. So I thought it could be a good idea to throw this thing around Scuba and see what this thing can do. It also looks really good as well in this game, especially the color that I painted in. Man, the cars look so good in this game. Every time I play Gran Turismo, man, it's just always so sick. Like, it's just the quality of this game compared to pretty much any other game on the market right now. It's just mental how much of a difference it is and how much better it is in this game. It feels like I'm glazing this game, but think about it. If I was glazing this game, I'd be making videos on this game non-stop. It's definitely... I've just really... I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Like, it just is a really, really good game. I think this car, I can maybe turn off traction control. Oh, this thing rips up a lot. Oh, maybe not. Alright, we'll try with no traction control. We'll see what that's like. I can't actually see the revs with this thing. It's a bit dark out. I probably should have put it like in the middle of there or something. It definitely doesn't have the pick up and go of the GT3 RS, I'll tell you that. It's not as powerful, but it feels really, really light. It feels really light and nimble. The brakes feel really, 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 really solid. This one is a manual as well, so it changes the gears a little bit slower. And that's not too bad. Alright, let's try to do like a... Try to do a good run here. Try and prevent sliding as much as possible. I'm honestly very surprised that... Oh. That was pretty bad. Alright, let me turn off traction control and then try this again. Because that was just terrible. I just restarted. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful. Nice. The back will have a tendency to slip out a little bit, but not too much. Yeah, this is so much slower than the GT3 RS. Even if I am actually able to do like a much faster time with this thing, it's just not going to be as fast as the GT3 RS. I don't think it's going to be as fast as anything on the list, to be honest. We'll see whereabouts this ends up on this list. I'll just do this one lap with it. Oh. 101. I think it's still made it somewhere on the list. It's not the best thing or the fastest thing in the world. It looks fantastic though, doesn't it? Sounds really good too, oh my god. Yeah, you can see the back end trying to go. Driving line ain't the best. But again, I was just trying to keep it in check, especially without the traction control on. Yeah, the GT3 RS, I think I would have just straight up just spun it if I wasn't playing with traction control. Like, it is just way too much power for the rear wheels. And it is only set to 1 as well. I think the GT3 RS, if I remember correctly, as well, you can when you adjust the traction control, it's like in the car, you can do it in real life. There is like an adjustment like thing on the Porsche's like system, right, where you can adjust the amount of traction control and the amount of ABS and everything that you want in it. It's like a video game. It's mental. This, of course, isn't, because it's different. With the regular cars, with the GT3 RS, it's just that special. It's like a video game inside. Look how sketchy this thing is without it. Well, that was fun. Is this still on that list? It's at the very bottom. It's in 10th. I mean, it's completely off the 911, but I mean, that's fine. Alright, let's try a different car. Let's try something else. Oh my god, this thing. How did I forget about this car? The Suzuki Cappuccino that I made. This, again, is a Nürburgring monster of a car. It's super, super lightweight. It's painted in that Lamborghini Mercy color. That came with it came in the Lamborghini with the Lamborghini Murcielago. I can't remember what it's called. Something verde. I don't know what it is. It is such a cool looking color. And I painted my Cappuccino in that color. I remember when I made this thing and I took it around the track. It was... it's just a mental case of a car to drive. It only makes 145 horsepower, but it doesn't weigh much. But the thing has so much grip because it's so small and so light. And it's got such wide tires for the car that it is. That it is just such an unbelievable car to throw around like a track. I think on Scuba it's probably going to do quite well. Have I ever brought it on this track? I never brought it on this track. I'm actually kind of surprised. We'll see. Rev's almost up to 9, or up to 10,000. I have to try and figure out where... Oh my god. This thing is quick. My gears are just so long because they're built for the Nürburgring. That turbo's making a crazy noise. Skips a tiny bit. This thing is quick, man. I turn off traction control as well. I'll do it on the straight. Mad. It's such a sick little car. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but my god. Can you see that I stretch my gears out really, really long? Alright, let's try to do a proper lap. Maybe that's why this isn't on that list, or it doesn't look like it's on that list, is because it's a bit too slow. Let's turn him off. Whoa. This thing on slicks is mental. Yeah, I completely forgot that some of these cars here, when they're on slicks, they just have so much grip that it basically, like, the car doesn't know what to do with it. Like, so much grip with this car is crazy. This so far is one of the funnest ones I've driven. It's just so small and like just absolutely wild. And maybe that's why this isn't on that list in the top 10, is because this thing just isn't gonna make it in the top 10. Try a slightly better lap. Oh god. It's... Oh. That didn't happen. Nothing happened. That's fine. 105 is fastest lap. It's crazy. Yeah, this thing's absolute mental case of a car. I'm telling you, it's got so much grip, and then it's so easy to like throw it or chuck it into a corner and for it to just like lose traction because it's so snappy. With just the way I built it. That was the thing as well, because I ended up making this thing, I think in the video I've stiffened the suspension up so much, so it's really soft now. It's very good for the Nordschleife, because the Nordschleife is not, it's a very bumpy track compared to this. But if I break it out this track, the suspension is really soft, but the tires are really, really sticky. So it just feels weird to drive. That's what I'm saying, like, I need to readjust a lot of the parts in a lot of my cars though, if I do want to take them seriously on this track. Like, some of the cars obviously are going to do quite well, and some of them are going to do really, really poorly. Like, this one is just not it. Like, my gears are way too long. You've seen that I was only able to get up into third gear, and that was it. With this little car. I mean, ideally I should be shortening my gears a lot more. I'm always in the power band instead of just, you know, trying to rely on the torque that I have from the turbo. Alright, cool. That's enough of that. Let's try one more. One last one, I think. There's a very special one that I remember building at the very beginning of the game when I first started making videos on this game. It's a special car. I want to try it. This is probably one of my favorite cars in this game. The R33 GTR that I built. It's so clean. Bro, this is inspired of one of the cars that I've seen that popped up on, I don't know if you remember. I don't know if it wasn't hot version. It was a different show. It was a different thing. Where it was basically you had like these cars coming over like a crest, and you know there's a bunch of like tuned cars and a bunch of stock cars, but obviously they were coming over a crest, and it just looked unbelievably fast. And it was a really, really, really highly tuned R33, wide bodied and everything. I can't remember what that show was called, man. It was missing one of its headlights. If anybody can remember that clip, that's what this car is based on, basically. Is one of his headlight bulbs was out. That's the one thing I remember from that clip, is one of his bulbs was out. But this is basically built kind of around that car. A wide body R33 just sits differently than it. It is mental looking. And that wing that I put on this thing, ridiculous. It looks, in my opinion, maybe even slightly better than the R34. I may be going to JDM prison for saying that, but wide body R33 looks hard. It looks so good. It sits so nicely as well. It's on slicks. This thing makes 730 horsepower, and it weighs only 1,100 kilos. This is probably the only car that would probably end up putting the GT3 RS to shame. I don't think it will though. The only issue that I have is that this thing is making a lot of power. Apart from that, I think I should still be able to handle this car. I think this is also one of the fastest cars that I've brought around the Nürburgring, around the Nordschleife, so it could be an interesting car to drive. Well, let's see how high up on the leaderboards can I put this thing. Again, built for the Nordschleife, so gears and everything might be a little bit off with this thing, but oh, it's fast. Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot how fast this thing actually is. Mental. Oh my god. Yeah, the gear ratios are quite long. I want to see this in the replay because the suspension is not the stiffest in the world. Again, built for the Nordschleife. Nordschleife is a very bumpy track. Oh my god. Look at it now. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. This is, I think it tied the GT3 RS. With that horrific first lap. Let's try and be a little bit more tidy this time. Try a different line for the last corner since I've butchered it. Oh my god, it's quick. $53. My god. Wow. What a car. Holy shit. I miss driving this thing, man. I also have a Supra that's also really, really fast, but this thing is still faster than the Supra. What a car. Anti-lag as well is just mental on it. Bit of flames from the exhaust. One thing that I love about this game as well is that the exhaust like heats up. So the hotter you can get it, the more flames it spits. How sick is that? What a like insane feature to have in a video game. And again, it's like I have always thought that the flames as well from the exhaust in Gran Turismo games were always like so ultra realistic compared to like any of the other games. It's just mental to me how insane this game is when it comes to like detail. Fully messed that one up. I just went sideways. Alright, let's watch the replay. I want to see this thing squat. I want to see it like as it accelerates. I just want to see it poof, lean back. my little like front splitter is scraping off the floor. I could watch this all day, honestly. I could generally just watch this all day. flame was massive. That flame was mental. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. When you're in cockpit, you can't tell. Like I said, once your exhaust like heats up, it spits some big flames. I love this car, man. I love this car so much. I told you, lad. It is an absolute mental case of a car. It's definitely my favorite car in this game. I've driven so many cars and I have so many of them. I've probably hundreds of them now. And this is like my favorite car in this game. It's just something about it. It's just something about it that I absolutely adore. Alright, well, that's enough for this video. It is the fastest car that I have on this track. Again, my gear ratios are still really, really long because they weren't built for this track. I've done a video on this thing way back. I think, like I said, this is like one of my very first cars that I bought in this game and I built fully. So, I have a video on this thing going around the Nordschleife somewhere on the channel. Somewhere. But yeah, that's it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. It's, like I said, it's just something that I wanted to revisit. Something that I basically did when I was a kid and I used to love doing. And honestly, revisiting it now, I might do a little bit more just because it's kind of fun to do. So I might come back and do a few things in this game again. Do something like that again. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you're new to the channel, you enjoy this type of content from me, this type of content from me, subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.